T-Bone Walker, and Kevin Russell for the Blues Break this morning. Two very different Blues names. Folks, Mother Nature is playing a game of one-up myself with the Hurricanes this year. I mean, it's really getting excessive. It's too much, you know. We started with Hurricane Florence, hold the machine, a Category 4 hurricane on the East Coast. West Virginia took a big hit from that one. John Denver is pissed. But it dissipated on September 19th, which is my birthday. And yes, I did wish for Hurricane Florence to go away when I blew out my candles. So you're welcome, East Coast. Next was Tropical Storm Gordon, which was fast like Jeff and angry like Ramsey. Rest in peace, our Florida Keys and all the retired old white people that lived there. It wasn't all bad, though, because once it reached land, it weakened to a tropical depression, which incidentally is also the name of our annual St. Clair family beach vacation. Then Hurricane Michael, which I'm sure you remember. Hurricane Michael, loud like Scott, unpredictable and uncomfortable like Sarah. Category 4, Tropical Cyclone, which is a very scary title. Until, of course, you remember that its name was Michael, which is not scary at all. That's like your WWE name being The Ravager, The Destroyer, John. It was terrible, though. Really, make no mistake. Lots of destruction on account of Hurricane Michael. $8 to $11 billion worth of it, in fact. Sustained 155-mile-per-hour winds. At least 39 people dead. And at least 10,000 people donating $5 to a GoFundMe campaign and feeling like a real hero. And now, as if all of that weren't enough, Mama Natura is back, folks, this time targeting the Mariana Islands in the Pacific Ocean, which is a U.S. territory, by the way, with a new threat that happened just last night. Super Typhoon U2. Spelled Y-U-T-U, by the way, not the band. Although I'm sure if Bono got the chance to cleanse the planet with a natural disaster, he probably would. After all, if there are no people, there are no tax collectors. And that, my friend, was a reference to the U2's tax evasion in 2011. Super Typhoon U2. Super Typhoon U2. It's a Category 5 typhoon. It hit the Mariana Islands yesterday. 180 mile-per-hour winds. Scientists are not only calling it the strongest storm of the year, but also, quote, one of the most intense hurricane strikes on record for the United States and its territories. But that's not what I'm concerned with today. And don't get me wrong, of course, it's terrible, horrible, destruction, devastation, displacement of people in their day-to-day life. That's horrible. But the point I'm making is, why can't all of our storms have such cool names? Super Typhoon U2? That's a name, you know? What have we got? Hurricane Michael. Michael. Just consider that, scientists. I really don't know whose job it is to name hurricanes. I'd like that gig. I do hope anyone and everyone in the Mariana Islands is safe and sound. This was a terrible disaster, but of course, never fear. I'm sure GoFundMes are on the way. Also, tune in to The Juke, the show that airs every Sunday right here on WMSV from 6 p.m. to midnight. Plays blues music, 6 hours, blues that reminds you to pay your taxes and stop wearing those stupid sunglasses, Bono. Hey, I've got Of Monsters and Men up next. It's Mountain Sound. I'm Brock St. Clair. It's Cooking with Brock right here, 91.1. Nah. Writing was there, delivery was not. That happens sometimes. So, like I mentioned, next week, Monday, but you might not see the video till Tuesday because I want to see how long this is going to take me to edit. I want to sort of refine it down to something I can make on the daily. I'm going to continue to do the Blues Break, but as a part of a bigger video, sort of a vlog. I don't want to call it that, and I want it to be very much different from anything that I've done before, and hopefully different from anything that other people do. Because I don't think there's much of a point in making it if it's not that. So, expect that. Oh, I've gotten a lot of comments about what Ledger is up to, and a lot of questions about updates on Ledger, which I'm sure, by the way, if you tweeted him or something, he'd be happy to give to you. But he's working on a different YouTube project right now, which actually has a lot of traction. I think they're nearing 500,000 subscribers, if not more than that. and you probably know of the channel, you might just not know that Ledger's one of the people behind it. But I don't know how much he wants to be out there. So for the sake of that, I'll let him disclose whatever he wants to disclose. I'm not here to, it's not my place to tell you that sort of thing. But he is well. He's doing well. Back up in Michigan, living the life of dreams, that boy. Yeah, and for me, starting a new thing, exciting stuff. Always excited to, I'm scared. That's why I know it's exciting, is because I'm a little bit afraid to do it. So we'll plunge right in on Monday. If you have themes, something specific you want to talk about, I appreciate some of the comments on last week's video. I know I didn't use any of them, but I just wanted to talk about that storm because it was new and topical and, the news. Yeah, drop a topic. Drop how you're doing. Let's have a conversation. Thanks for tuning in, as per usual. I'll see you Monday.